Yeah, so it's me, Dan, again, down at the Fresh Roots Cafe, and it is a gorgeous day out there, but before we go out there and record, I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee. Absolutely. Because I can. Hello. What are all these lovely flowers that are just poking up? Good question. Yeah. Well, anywho, I'm down at Kelso, and it may be sunny and gorgeous, but it is also cold and windy. Yes, quite cold, quite windy. I do love this. There is a bench here where people can sit, relax, and yes, enjoy the gorgeous view, because it is a gorgeous view. Yeah. And yeah, it's back here where, yeah, it's very peaceful, very restful. You can hear the city, but you can't really see it. Well, over there you can see the city at the distance on the other side of the bay, but that's neither here nor there. Mark Twain famously said that a man can go from being a liberal to a conservative in 40 years without changing a single idea. When I first read that, I was very confused by it, but I figured it out. What it means is, to be a liberal, you have to be willing to accept progress, continuous change. And to be a conservative is to cling to the ideas that you were taught at a young age and never, never, never move beyond them. Never learning anything new. Of course, he also said common sense is the sum total of prejudices that we have acquired by the age of 18. I tend to agree with Mark Twain. He was a perceptive individual, and he understood just how fucked up things really truly are. That said, I've been watching as our liberals have shifted further to the right to become, well, classic conservatives. Our conservatives have shifted even further to the right to become reactionaries and, in some cases, batshit crazy Republicans. And our Socialist Party, the NDP, have also moved to the center, to the classic liberal position. Do we have a Socialist Party anymore? The answer is no. Not federally, not provincially. There are a few socialists left in the NDP, just like there are still a few liberals left in the Liberal Party. But none of the old conservatives are still in the Conservative Party. Instead, they've all been replaced by, yes, hardline reactionaries and batshit crazy Republicans. To the point where there are, quite honestly, currently people in the highest levels of our federal Conservative Party who are more at home talking to their friends in Texas than they are talking to their fellow Canadians. Something to think about. Something to think about. And that's just Canada. American politics is even further skewed. The American Democratic Party is mostly conservatives with a very few liberals. And I think there's one or two liberal socialists. But America's far right, very far right, calls them communist, even though there's not a single communist among them. President Biden is a conservative capitalist. He is a staunch defender of capitalism. And Vice President Harris is also a conservative and, again, a staunch defender and champion of capitalism. These are not communists. These are champions of capitalism. These are people who believe in, support, and endorse capitalism. There is not a single communist among them. And then there are the Republicans, who are so far into batshit reactionary country that they can't even be called conservatives, because they don't want to conserve anything. They just want to destroy everything. They want to destroy every bit of progress from the last 150 years.